fact, Jakarta is sinking, but not from rising seas. It's sinking because the ground beneath it is collapsing. Mexico City drops nearly 40 centimeters every single year. These aren't floods, they're implosions. It's a silent crisis happening right under our feet, with over 200 cities worldwide slowly subsiding due to groundwater loss. Beneath every city lies a hidden foundational complex network of porous rock, compacted clay, and vast underground reservoirs called aquifers. For millennia, the water within these layers held the ground in balance, supporting the immense weight above. But when that water is pumped away faster than nature can replenish it, the structure can no longer support itself. It caves in. The ground compacts, and the city above it sinks. This isn't a distant theory, it's a reality. Since 1970, parts of Jakarta have sunk over 4 meters. In cities like Bangkok, Beijing, and Tehran, buildings tilt and foundations crack, all because their invisible support system is disappearing. So, why are cities pumping so much? The answer is simple: demand. Urban water demand doubles roughly every 2 decades. As populations explode, most cities still rely on these ancient underground reserves to quench their thirst. The problem is compounded by aging infrastructure. Leaky pipes bleed precious water into the soil. Illegal wells tap into aquifers without regulation, and outdated systems waste more than they deliver. Together, these factors create a slow-motion collapse. Take Mexico City, for example. It's a megacity of over 20 million residents, and a staggering 70% of its water supply is drawn from the aquifers below. As skyscrapers reach for the clouds, the very ground they stand on is giving way, according to a 2024 World Bank report. 1 in every 4 megacities is already showing measurable signs of subsidence. This subsidence doesn't announce itself with a sudden crash. It's a creeping disaster that quietly dismantles our infrastructure from the ground up. It cracks bridges, warps train tracks, and misaligns sewage grids, turning what should be a straightforward engineering system into a logistical nightmare. In Jakarta, entire neighborhoods now find their drainage systems flowing backward, leading to constant flooding. Buildings lean precariously, their foundations no longer level. In Venice, the problem is famously compounded by sea level rise. But the primary driver of its sinking has been decades of groundwater extraction. It's a crisis hidden in plain sight, with the damage often mistaken for simple wear and tear. Subsidence turns our greatest engineering achievements into slow, inevitable failures. Using satellite imagery from missions like NASA's GRACE, we can now see the stark, contrast-vibrant zones of stability right next to deep red areas that are actively sinking. But just as technology allows us to see the problem with unprecedented clarity, it also offers us the tools to fight back. Engineers are deploying a sophisticated arsenal of AI sensors and satellites to watch cities sink in real time. A technology called interferometric synthetic aperture radar, or INSAR, can now measure ground movement down to the millimeter from space. By analyzing radar scans from satellites like the ESA's Sentinel-1, scientists create live subsidence maps, identifying vulnerable areas before catastrophic failure occurs. On the ground, field engineers use LiDAR scanners and groundwater pressure sensors to monitor the health of aquifers directly. In cities like Singapore and Tokyo, AI-driven systems are being used to detect leaks in the water network with surgical precision, stopping waste before it contributes to the problem. We are even using GeoEye models to predict future collapse zones, allowing city planners to intervene proactively. It's not just a hypothetical fix. After Tokyo enacted strict groundwater laws in the 1970s, its subsidence rate dropped from 24 centimeters a year to nearly zero. The solution is within our grasp. Ultimately, the solutions lie not only beneath our cities, but in how we design them above ground. We must fundamentally redefine the urban water cycle. Techniques like managed aquifer recharge, or MAR, are already being used to actively refill underground reservoirs during periods of heavy rain, instead of letting stormwater overwhelm drainage systems. It's captured and channeled into infiltration basins, allowing it to seep back into the aquifers below. In Los Angeles, vast stormwater capture projects are turning a flood risk into a vital resource. Singapore is a world leader with its UNE-water program, which blends highly purified reclaimed water with desalinated water to reduce its reliance on traditional sources. And in Tokyo, riverbank filtration helps recharge aquifers naturally. Researchers at institutions like MIT and Delft University are developing new hydro-urban resilience frameworks, designing cities that don't just consume water but breathe with it, inhaling during rain and exhaling during drought. We built our cities to reach for the sky, but in our ambition, we forgot to protect the ground below. Every pump, every leak, every drop of water lost is a slow erosion of our foundation, a quiet subtraction from our stability. The battle for the future of our cities won't be fought in the skyline, but in the darkness underground. The next chapter of urban survival will be written there. Thank you for watching. If you found this exploration into our hidden world insightful, please consider liking this video and subscribing to HydroVerse for more deep dives into the forces shaping our planet.